Gagasi FM in the morning. Oh, man. We're out here at the Westville Correctional Facility at the Female Center, celebrating women about incarcerated. We have moms, we have professionals, we have hopefuls. We're listening to their stories, and we're glad to be a part of their journey. And Mande says, "Kulumage nesiphathimandla." Sikhuluma with the National Commissioner of Correctional Services, the Honorable Mr. Makgothi Thobakgale. Mr. Thobakgale, good morning. Welcome to Gagasi.
Morning, Felix, and also morning to the listeners.
La sizwa indaba ezinhle about some of our facilities akhona la ngaphakathi that are open to ama inmates, like education, njalo njalo ukuhlumelisa kwezimilo. Namhlanje ke what is the vision for improving the lives of women within the correctional facilities, especially those that we met, whose stories we were just listening to, who are mothers of children that are also domiciled here inside the facility?
Our vision for correctional services, not only for female offenders, but for all offenders, is that when they leave our care, they should be different people.
That's good.
They should be joining the community to contribute to local community development, whether it's economic, social, and otherwise. But also they should be exemplary in the sense that they should use the power of talking and influencing members of the community not to commit crime. So they should be ambassadors for crime prevention.
Manje, Commissioner, I want to jump straight into AMA programs. Mhlambeni, what specific programs or interventions are in place for abantu besifazane who give birth while serving a sentence? And some of the stories we're hearing were absolutely beautiful from abantu besifazane.
Akazi ukuthi ngike ngena ngaphakathi nabona Makgothi.
No, besingakangeni.
I will invite you to do that because into yokuqala environment because what we are doing, as I said, is to make sure that our offenders, when they leave our facility, they live as different people. So these little ones that you see here, we create an environment for them, not to see themselves or even if there would be a story that is told about them being born in a correctional facility, they should not feel a difference between any other child that is born outside a correctional facility. That's number one. Number two, we have a primary health care service which is very efficient and effective. So on our own as the Department of Correctional Services, we are able to provide all the services that the mothers need. By the way, in terms of the law, we are allowed to keep laba bancane for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, after 2 years, then we have to make sure with our social workers, our psychologists, the Department of Health outside, and also families, we have to make sure that we get then caretakers that will take care of the little ones.
If I may ask, what is the rationale and logic behind the living at 2 years? Because I do understand that there's a whole science behind it.
Yeah, of course. Because as I indicated, you want to get a young one integrated with the society.
I see. Because all they know initially is just this environment. So would buy ngaphandle for development. Yeah.
Exactly. So you want to make sure that they can then be able to interact with other, young ones. They go to normal schools. Crèche. We have a crèche, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, in this facility, we have those for in all our correctional facilities where we have mothers and child units.
I think mine goes to ngoba dusichazele ukuthi bese ingane izophuma, there's a lot of other stakeholders that are involved. Ayingane nje ayivele iphume. Mhlawumbe umlaleli is listening and they're going, what is the first preferred or rather prioritized place for a child to go? Is it the woman's family, or are they placed in a family for adoption, or are they first placed in homes? What is put as the highest priority for the kids when they leave their mothers?
The first priority is the family. By the way, our system, the way we have structured it, is that as an offender, you don't lose touch with your family.
That's good.
That's why on our weekend, we have visits where family members, friends, associates come and visit offenders. So you build the relationship between the offender and the family, so that when we get to a point where we have to release an offender on parole, it's easy, because you now have a primary, I would call it a primary caregiver, who would be a member of the family. Yeah. We also assess the conditions, by the way. We don't just release.
Ekaya, where the child's going to go to. That's good.
Yes, yeah, we assess the conditions.
Oh, okay.
So are there special cells for mothers with children, or are babies kept separate from their mothers? How do you strike the balance between security needs and also the emotional needs of babies and their mothers?
Let me put it this way. In the nature of women, the security issues would be minimal.
I see.
But basically, that's why even when it comes to the levels of crime in this country, we have to deal with the issue of men, so we can solve crime.
I see.
Yeah. So we have specialized units for a mother and child, but we also try to make it a point that they interact with the broader population. That's why you can see all these little ones here are comfortable with everybody who's around them.
Yeah.
So there's that articulation between the mother and the child and the population of female offenders that are incarcerated together, and also our own officials.
Now, this is really through the account of the inmates that we had the privilege to have a conversation with Bestrazela about usizo, ukunakekela and support abayitholayo from the department as far as healthcare is concerned. So your claims are valid when it comes to excellent primary healthcare, because like I said, sizwile nobufakazi bawo ama-inmates bekhuluma ngakho. But sinifisela-ke ukuthi ngathi wonke ama-interventions enwenzayo angakhipha iy'thelo eniyifisayo in terms of ukuhlumelisa iy'milo of ama-inmates, and also ukuthi baba ama-crime ambassadors babephumela ngaphandle, and also be contributing members of society once they are re-assimilated. Sibonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho, and also inviting and allowing us ukuthi size la ukuzobabungaza. There was Makgothi Thobakgale, Correctional Services National Commissioner. More on correctional services, Westville Correctional Facility when we come back straight after this.